D-Man here. I want to share a few of our ideas about how we would interact with a boxer. When we talk about a boxer, we mean a boxer, a man who's trained to box, and not just someone who's watched all the Rocky movies and will throw what he thinks are boxing strikes. They get dealt with just your very ordinary training. So what are we thinking of when we're talking about a boxer? Why do people get worried about dealing with a boxer? And of course, it's the jab, isn't it? You know, they're very fast. That big penetrating jab that's going to come at you in a straight line, so it's very difficult to pick up. It's going to have his body mass behind it. They can get a lot of power. And even though boxers have a great variety of punches, all of which we'll get in real trouble with. I used to box when I was a younger man. Not that you'd think so when you watch the videos later. But, you know, it's that jab. You know, everything hangs off that. They get in, they get you confused, make the space, and you're in big trouble. So realistically, if we can interfere with that, if we can stop them doing that, then everything else becomes normal bread and butter training. So we're going to look at how we can actually deal with negating this big punching jab.
Recording.
Stand up. Now the feather.
Sorry.
It's good. It's better if you're hitting me than it looks like a pansy, mate. Sit. And now stepping back, taking it away. Those few little examples we just looked at, you can see how it's really about trying to control that space, trying to make sure that we're not getting hit, for one thing, so that we don't get shocked and he can't run stuff through. Now you may think, looking at it, that the guy's not putting much power in, these little rolling punches. Well, it's because we're trying to just showcase that the move is important, the actual getting yourself in a position to do something. Once you're in a position to strike, you can do anything you want. You know, Sam's just doing little rolling punches so that we're not getting distracted by fancy handwork, when what we really want to look at is getting out the way and getting in a position to do some business. It's also important to understand about how the power in a strike is generated. The biggest part of the power in a strike is the bad guy walking into your fist, and so I'm sending 90 kilos flying towards Sam, and all he really needs is good stability to let me walk into his fist and I'm in trouble. Also, a lot of the little shots he was sending out at the leg, again, it's just so you can see you put a leg in here. He could have kicked me, could have done anything he wanted. So it's really about seeing how we're dealing with that space, taking away the initiative and taking control. And it's not even important for those kicks to land. I'm sure we all know, you think you're moving forward, you think the guy's going to kick you, and you stop and you lose your momentum. So we'll fade out with a few other similar examples, and in the future we'll go into a little bit more detail, a little bit more dynamic, maybe start knocking people over. But for now, we'll just look at stealing the space, getting yourself in a good position and taking advantage. Okay, now you can get me. Just land on the leg as well. Sit. And then just feathers. There.